Hey everyone, it's Elias and Maria.
Hey.
We took a trip to the capital of Denmark, Copenhagen, which Denmark you've probably heard of as being one of the happiest countries in the world, like literally every year. But what we learned really quickly is that they're also one of the most expensive countries in the world. But we were able to find some budget options that worked for us, so hopefully you get some good tips from watching the video. But before you do, please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button below. Also leave a comment. We'd love to hear from you. All right, enjoy watching.
Enjoy.
We arrived in Copenhagen and we were starving, so we decided to check out this burger bar. And honestly, I'm not even gonna try to pronounce it. We'll just put the name right here because I can't. But the burgers were delicious. Like, they're huge. They were at least half a pound and they were just perfectly cooked, had so much cheese. Mine had bacon on it. The fries were perfectly seasoned. It was delicious. So if you guys are planning a trip to Copenhagen or someone you know is, I would definitely recommend it. If you just want like a really good juicy burger. One thing I will say is that the food around here is really expensive, and it's something that we knew before coming to Copenhagen, right? Like, it is expensive to visit, but when you see it in person, you're like, okay, it's like, it's really expensive. But that place, for what you get, so we went for, technically it was lunch. Lunch is up until 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and for the half-pound burger, that I got, loaded with bacon, cheese, had the fries on the side, that was just about 19 US. So, you know, not cheap by any means, but I think a good price for what you're getting. And we can't stop talking about it, so obviously we really liked it, so we thought it was worth it. Yeah, yours was really good too, right? You got a cheeseburger? We also got a half liter of, or half decanter of the red wine, which I think was like 18 US. So again, expensive, but I think really good for what you're getting.
It gave us like 2 pours each though, so.
Yeah, it was like almost 4 glasses of wine. So what is it, like $4.50 a glass? I think that's a good deal. But yeah, so we're gonna meander around Copenhagen a bit more now that we're full and walk this off. So let's discover some of Copenhagen. One of the most iconic spots in all of Copenhagen is Nyhavn Canal, which is reminiscent of the canals in Amsterdam. And it's a great spot to take one of the many boat tours leaving the area and just taking a journey through the surrounding waterways. Copenhagen Free Walking Tours provides walking tours throughout the city of Copenhagen for free, of course. You would just tip the tour guide at the end of your tour. And it's really a great way to get a glimpse into the sights around the city, learn much more about the history of the city and the country really than you otherwise would, and get the inside scoop on the best places to eat, the local cafes to visit, and learn much more about the architecture and the buildings and the story behind them than you would otherwise. Our walking tour wouldn't be complete without a stop at one of the local Danish hot dog carts, where they have a variety of unique Danish creations that you can try. We just stuck with the good old-fashioned American hot dog, but added bacon, of course. Our last stop on the tour was watching the changing of the guards at the palace, but upon spotting a puppy, no ceremonies were going to get in the way of Maria petting her new bestie. Now we're just coming up on the Little Mermaid statue, which is probably one of the more famous spots here in Copenhagen. And it's based on the fairy tale by Hans Christian Andersen, who is the most famous Danish writer, essentially, of all time. Wrote fairy tales like The Little Mermaid. But yeah, so excited to see her. She's in the distance over there, so let's go walk. Keeping with the theme of The Little Mermaid, we decided to take a stroll through the graveyard where Hans Christian Andersen himself is actually buried. If in Copenhagen you'd like to travel like a local, you should check out the donkey bikes that they have around the city, where you can scan the QR code on the bike using the Donkey app and then rent the bike for however long you'd like. And a fun fact is that there are actually over 744,000 bikes in the city of Copenhagen, meaning there are actually more bikes than people. Right in the middle of the city is the third oldest amusement park in the entire world, called Tivoli Gardens. It opened in the year 1843. We just wrapped up breakfast at the Paludan Bog Cafe, I think it's pronounced.
I think so.
I have no idea. Danish is a really hard language to pronounce. But yeah, it was a really cool spot. It was almost like a library, I'd say, right?
I think so. It looked like there was like the downstairs part where you could like check out some of the books, and the ambiance was really relaxing and cool. They had like piano music playing.
Yeah, I think it was like acoustic versions of like, there were some pop songs from like the 80s even. It was pretty interesting.
It's nice. And they had some like candles lit, and it just felt very calming and chill.
Yeah, definitely chill vibe. Definitely library feel for sure. You don't want to like speak too loudly in there. But yeah, definitely a cool spot. So we're actually going to be headed now to the, oh boy, how do you pronounce it? Travelguide market.
We're going to put it down there so you guys can read it for yourselves.
Yeah, again, Danish is a really hard language. Car's coming. To learn. So yesterday we actually had our free walking tour, which if we haven't mentioned already, we highly recommend, every city that you travel to, nearly every single one should have it. Free walking tour where, you just book it online and it's completely free. And then at the end of the tour, you can feel free to tip the tour guide. That's how they make their living. But yeah, you just get a great view of the city, learn a lot of the history that you otherwise would not have learned. So yeah, we always really enjoyed that. But anyway, so yeah, we had that yesterday. And so now we're headed to the market. And our tour guide had said that an interesting fact he said is that children in Denmark actually are delayed in their speaking because the Danish language is so hard to like pronounce and to make the shapes that you need to with like your tongue in your mouth. So the kids are actually delayed in speaking, which I thought was pretty funny. So yeah, there's no hope for us in being able to pronounce this. So
no.
we'll put it down here so you can see where we're going. But yeah, let's check it out. All right, we made it to Torvehel. We'll put it in the box there.
We just got 2 empanadas from this place called La Boca, and it's a pulled pork one, and it had like orange and chipotle and some interesting flavors. And then the other one we got was the beef barbacoa. Not really sure what flavors are in there, but we're gonna try it out and see. We also got this chimichurri sauce to go with it, so let's see. I don't know which empanada is which, so let's just explore together. I think this one might be the pulled pork. It's good. It is good. Let me try it with the chimichurri sauce. Ooh. Definitely gives it more flavor with the sauce. And as you can see, it's filled nicely. And I think it's pretty good. We're gonna try the second one, and I just noticed it says La Boca right on there. It's like carved into the empanada, which is kind of interesting. I don't think I've ever seen that before. All right, let's try this one. I think this is the barbacoa one. This is definitely the pulled pork one. The first one we had was the beef barbacoa. It's good. As you can see, it's like very juicy in there, so it's not dry.
Oh my god, look at all that juice that just came out. Oh, what a mess.
Probably not the most healthiest, but it's pretty good. I like it. So if you're gonna eat the pulled pork one, don't be on a first date because this can get pretty messy.
So we're walking through the Botanical Gardens here in Copenhagen, and out of nowhere it just started raining. Weather app did not say it was supposed to rain, but apparently Copenhagen's weather is kind of all over the place. So we're huddled under this tiny dog umbrella right now, and I feel kind of ridiculous, but hopefully it'll stop soon. So let's check out some plants.
At least we packed an umbrella. Remember to pack one if you come here.
Our tour guide yesterday actually recommended this place. It's called The Turning Chicken, and they have like chicken bowls and pitas and some other different things on the menu. But first of all, the amount of food that they give is insane. And this whole meal here with the bowl, the pita, and a side of fries that's on its way came out to under $30, which is actually really, really good by Copenhagen standards, especially the amount of food you get. We probably could have just shared one of these, but better to try more things. And one thing I will mention too is, so I'm drinking this hazy IPA, which is from a brewery here in Denmark, Anarchist Brewery. We got this from the market, it's called Netto, Netto. They're like discount supermarkets that you'll find around Copenhagen. And the stuff is just really, really affordable. So highly recommend you stopping there to grab groceries or anything like that. It's really delicious, so yeah, highly recommend it. We started eating our food, and the gentleman brought out our fries that we had ordered. First of all, I thought we ordered a small, but they're huge, and these fries are so crispy and delicious. Instantly when we had a bite of them, we thought back to the fries that we had in Brussels, which are the best fries in the world that I've ever had. And they're so crispy and delicious, and they came with these dipping sauces, one of which I think is mayonnaise, because it's white, and mayonnaise is typically served with fries in Europe. And then this other sauce here, it's like a, I don't know, light pinkish color. I don't even know what it is, but it's just delicious. It's like a little sweet, a little spicy. And then the gentleman also brought over a plate of falafel with hummus, which I don't think we ordered, because I definitely didn't order it unless it came with the meal. But again, under $30, and the food just kept coming. So yeah, totally recommend this place. For the past like 5 minutes, maybe even 10 minutes, far too long, we've been talking about these fries here. They are literally the best fries I've ever had in the entire world. Wow! We just got back a few months ago from Belgium, Brussels, and those fries are insane. But I would put these up there right with those. They're just so crispy, and this dipping sauce is amazing. I don't know what it is. And
We couldn't finish it, but we tried.
yeah,
So full from all the food that they gave us. It's a lot of food.
so much food. We have been talking about these fries for far too long. So if you come here, if for nothing else, order the fries. Trust me, you will not be disappointed. If you're in Copenhagen and you're looking for something to do on a budget that is just priceless, I'd say stop by a Netto market. buy yourself a can or two of a beer or a cocktail, whatever you prefer, and just come by the canal here, sit, have a drink, and people watch and just take in the environment. It's really magical. That wraps up our time in Copenhagen, and while it was the most expensive city we've ever visited, we can definitely understand why it's consistently ranked as one of the happiest countries in the world, because in all honesty, we're a lot happier for having visited. If you enjoyed this video, and if you've been to Copenhagen or are planning to go in the future, feel free to leave your comments below. We'd love to hear from you. And if you like what you saw, don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more content like this. Thanks for watching.